Welcome, potential business owners in Orion community. We are glad to have you with us here today. My name is Joe Ross. I'm the VP of Franchise Development at Office Pride, and I'm here with my co-host and co-worker, Tifton Coleman. Welcome, Tifton.
Thank you, Joe. I appreciate it. As a military veteran myself, I'm always excited to get a chance to add value to the military community. So thank you, Orion, for giving us the opportunity. I'll kick us right off. So we're going to be talking about 5 keys to a successful franchise search. And why should you listen to us? Well, we've been in the Hall of Fame for Franchise Business Review for the past 10 plus years. They don't keep counting up the years after 10, but we've been a part and been a top franchise for them year after year. And it's been great. We're also named a franchise rock star with that third-party reviewer. Another award we've gotten, top franchises for women, top franchises recession-proof. Obviously, we are very recession-resistant. This is an essential industry, so glad to be on that. And then, of course, top franchises for veterans. So it is a phenomenal honor to be named all of those things by them. And I'll kick it back to Joe for the 5 keys.
Yeah, I love it. We are very proud of that recognition. So 5 keys for a successful franchise search and selection. I'm going to hit the first one here, which is franchising is perfect for playmakers. And what I mean by that is we are a country that has a lot of great idea people, inventors, people that create original ideas. This not so young gentleman on the screen today is known for creating one of the most popular sports and businesses in the world, especially here in the States. It's Walter Camp. Great business, great game. We're not looking so much for inventors at Office Pride. We feel like we've got a pretty incredible industry, a pretty incredible business. We're looking for playmakers, people that want to go out there and run in that business, have that entrepreneurial spirit, have that drive, can maybe do things in a new way. As a kid growing up, I was a huge Barry Sanders fan. He didn't invent the game of football. He was a playmaker. And franchising is really built for playmakers to take a model and run with it, make it successful in their local community and business market. So key number 1, franchising is perfect for playmakers. I hope that fits you. Key number 2, this one looks really funny to start, but every good franchise company and development team has a process they're walking their candidates through. It's meant to be efficient for both you and them, and you want to commit to a plan but refuse to being pushed. So the plan should be supportive and educational and informative, but it shouldn't feel like a franchise development manager, someone like Tifton or I, are really pushing you through a process. This should really be a great back and forth relationship. And every good franchise company should give you some clarity on what that plan looks like. There's generally 5-6 parts to it, and they can give that to you up front. So commit to a plan, but don't be pushed by it. Key 3 is validate. This may seem simple, but it is the biggest part of any franchise search, in my opinion. Validation simply means talk to current owners in the franchise system, whatever one you're looking at. We put a couple of great examples. Kevin G. Scott, a Navy veteran, great guy. He is really engaged in his business, in his market, and with us at the headquarters level. We're really proud to have him on this team. He's got a great quote here. And also through Orion, he's got an extended interview with our very own Tifton Coleman. So you want additional insights, go check that out. Validate with owners. You'll hear really key elements from people that are running the business today about their real life experience. So nothing beats that. Wandy Ortega, another great owner of ours and Army veteran, has a great quote here. He talked about the prep, how well prepped he felt for business ownership and franchising, thanks to his military background and experience, and also the impact that he can make, specifically with Office Pride, both on a personal and professional front. So these are examples of some of the positive things. You'll hear lots and lots of information. You should welcome lots of perspective and see kind of where you fit with those you're talking to. So always validate. We require people to talk to at least 2 owners before they can move forward. That should be your kind of bare minimum. Number four, key number four, don't be intimidated by the FDD, or franchise disclosure document. Most of you probably have not been exposed to these as of yet. The franchise disclosure document is a really big legal document that all franchise companies have to provide legitimate candidates. And it has 23 different items in there. They're effectively chapters or themes, and each of those items covers a different topic. And there are a handful of topics that we think are vitally important. You should review the whole thing, use a franchise attorney if needed, but items 3, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 11, 19, and 23 are absolutely key. They cover these very important topics that you can see here on the screen. Again, all franchise companies can provide this to you. The only caveat to that is the item 19, which talks about the financial performance. Not every franchisor provides those items within the item 19. So especially if your franchise company is not providing details and figures on the item 19, dig further, validate, ask a lot of questions. That's a pretty important part. We're going into a business together. You want to see some of those business details. So item 4, don't be intimidated by the FDD. It's really meant for your benefit and education. Last but not least is utilize third-party research and assessments wherever possible. We use a third-party company. They're fantastic. They provide us some really great insights on our potential owners. Tiff and I think it's safe to say we love our jobs. We get to meet amazing people across this great country of ours. We are assessing fits, and some of that is with our knowledge base, some of that is with our gut. Third-party research lets us validate those assumptions, or makes us step back and say, hey, consider this element given their personal profile. So this could be on skills, abilities, approach to business, culture. There's a lot of different ways that this assessment can provide value. Really, really key. Ask the franchise company you're working with if they provide this third-party research, and if you can see that. That's something we really love doing here at Office Pride. So that is our quick 5 keys for a successful search. And I'm going to pass over to Tifton, who's going to highlight a couple of elements specific to Office Pride.
Thanks, Joe. Yeah, I want to talk about 3 features from 3 different sections, really, of our opportunity. 1, the industry. Obviously, commercial cleaning, not the sexiest business you've ever heard of, but the industry is absolutely massive. It is a $120 billion industry, so there is so much room for growth. Whatever market you're in, it does not really matter. Viability is everywhere. A bank in Fargo needs cleaning just like a bank in Houston, Texas. So it's absolutely viable in every market, and it's very resilient, right? The market goes up, it goes down, but businesses are cleaned either way. There is always opportunity for our owners to continue to grow regardless of the economic stability of the nation. So this is certainly a good industry to be in. As far as the company goes, our model is extremely trainable. You don't need to have a PhD to learn how to be a business owner in commercial cleaning. You'll want to start small and learn continually as you gain confidence to scale your business. Our owners handle everything from pop-up shops to post offices. So there's certainly scalability in the training and scalability in the actual business itself, right? You don't need specialized expertise. We can train you on everything that you need to know and help you to scale that business. So the last feature of the company is one of our favorites, in that your client base is really built on repeat business. It's not something that you're going to be trying to go out there every month and wonder whether the cash is going to come in. Your primary mode of income is on recurring billing. You're going to form relationships with these customers and serve them over and over again, month after month, year after year. So we love that feature. And then the last thing is the community value. Obviously, our owners provide much more than just a cleaning service. They provide security and safety and health to their communities. They don't just clean office buildings. They are out there helping employees take pride in where they go to work. They are out there helping people feel safe in the middle of a pandemic to go into a business location that they know is going to be clean and sanitized. It just depends on the time, but they're providing much more than just cleaning services. We really want to make a positive impact. And as far as the financial numbers go, this is our average gross sales. So this is the average location across the U.S. You can see up and to the right is the way we like our financial charts, and that's what we've been doing. These are all numbers that are listed in our franchise disclosure document that Joe mentioned earlier. In 2021, our average gross sales was over $600,000 a year. That's pretty great, especially being a company that it has over 150 locations across the U.S. and been doing this for a long time. So always excited to see the average sales grow. But if you're like me, especially a lot of military people that I know, you don't want to be average, you want to be above average. So we actually report our top quartiles growth as well. And you can see that we don't report that in the thousands, we report that in the millions. So that same trajectory up and to the right, and it continues to go that way. In 2021, we were just over $1.5 million per year per location. So that's not even per owner. Some owners own multiple locations, and we're continuing to see that growth. So that's always been something that we get excited to talk about. All these things are listed within our item 19. And with all that said, I'll kick it back over to Joe, and he can talk about the ideal candidate.
Yeah, thanks, Tifton. We love that mix of opportunity, culture, and business opportunities, just extraordinary. So we are proud to highlight that. When we go out and look for the next great owner, these are the kind of qualities that we're looking for. We see them in our system. It makes life easier for everybody. High drive, values focused, business minded people. This does take an investment. So we do ask for $100,000 in funding. Many of our owners use third-party resources for funding. So you don't always have to have this in cash, but we need some financial backing to make this work as the business is being built. Process-oriented helps. We have a great process in place. Again, it's going out there and being a playmaker of that process and putting it to your local market. We think that blue chip businesses or that forever business mindset eats fad businesses for lunch. So if you like that long-term view, this may be the right opportunity for you. And last, you're actively pursuing a business opportunity. There are a lot of folks that want to be business owners. It may not be possible for them right now. It may be a year, 5 years, 10 years down the road. That is just fine. But we are actively driving ownership with people that want to be in business in really 3 months is how quick you can get in business with Office Pride. From introduction to Tifton to coming to training to being open for business, that's a really short turnaround. So we want folks that are action oriented to getting this done. These are real folks in our system, from our team, from our ownership. We try to be very personal. You can see some real life owners here on this page. If you want to know more, we are happy to connect. That profile assessment we talked about earlier, we can give that to you for free. You'll actually get a little report back that talks about your own skills and competencies and a like person in the kind of global community, often a celebrity that you match well with. On our side, we get to see how well that matches with our ownership, and it can be a really healthy way to assess. So if you're interested in taking that assessment, see if you fit with Office Pride, we're happy to give that to you for free. The link is here below. You can also connect with us directly. So our emails and phone numbers are here on the screen, and we look forward to meeting all of you in the future. Good luck with your business search. Thanks for joining us. We hope these keys are helpful in your endeavor. Have a great day.